When I'm working with my clients, they say to me, I just feel so bad. And then they usually tell me what it is that they feel bad about. And this is what I have to say to them. And this, if you can get this right now, will change your life. Understand that the reason you feel bad about whatever is going on is because it's not true. It's not true. So if you are feeling broke or poor or insecure or not successful or sick, the reason you feel bad, the reason your emotions feel bad is because it's not true. The truth of who you are is you are all that is. You are powerful. You are successful. You are abundant. You are loved. You are chosen. You are prioritized. You are healthy. You are beautiful. And if you are having contradicting thoughts or contradictory thoughts to that, or the outside is telling you differently and it makes you feel bad, it's because it's not freaking true. It's because the source that you are as the creator is perfection. And the only thing that separates you from experiencing that is you deciding that that's not true. And your emotions, instead of thinking that your emotions are telling you what is true, think of your emotions as your compass. If you are feeling good, you are in alignment, you are on track, this is how you're supposed to feel, because everything you feel when you're in that place is the truth, and your emotions tell you that. So if you looked at your emotions to literally tell you, am I in or out of alignment? If I feel bad, I'm very out of alignment. Now, depending on how bad you feel, like maybe you just feel a little bit bad, you're just a little bit out of whack, off track. But if you're feeling depressed, hopeless, that is way off track of the truth of who you are. And as I've talked about before, and I'm going to continue to talk about, you literally only can get more of what you believe, because the outer world only reflects who you are being. So if you are being depressed, you're going to get more opportunities and situations that, as long as you keep telling that same story, you will only see more opportunities to prove it. But if you could stop for a second and say, oh shit, I feel bad right now. That means whatever I'm thinking about that's making me feel bad is not true. Because when you start to feel bad, what do? What do? You start telling a story. You start giving it meaning. You start looking at what that person said to you and remembering and replaying the bad events and all of the reasons that made you feel that way. You then start to reanalyze that situation. Guess what you're doing? You're being delusional. You're replaying an event and you're adding to it and you're going to the negative, and you are being delusional. You're making the situation worse by dwelling in the state of what you don't want. So what do? You become aware. You say, oh, I feel bad. All right, well, this means I am out of alignment with the truth. And what is the truth? The truth is I am the exact opposite of whatever this is saying about me. So if it's money, I am broke, and that sucks and you don't like that feeling, then you can literally just declare, you know what? No, I am rich. I am abundant. I am wealthy. If you are, I am so sick, and you don't like how that feels, I get it. The outside, your physical body is telling you something. But your job is to decide what is true for you, because the only way to get a different reflection is to start to tell a different story. You have to tell a story of the one that you want. So your emotions are not bad. They are your internal GPS. It is your guidance system. And there are tons of people who talk about this, but your only job is to focus on the good. Your only job is, as soon as you become aware, as soon as you can identify, as soon as you can tell your best friend, I've been feeling really depressed lately. Oh, that's right. That's because I've been believing whatever it is that I'm thinking. So if that's not true, and I'm the decider, and I know that if I decide to tell a different story, the outside world is going to reflect me just the way that it has been supporting me. Understand that. The outside supports you. The outside supports whatever you believe. It is not the other way around. That is backwards. So the outside is going to continue to support the story that you're telling inside. So if you're broke, you will continue to experience broke. If you are unhealthy, you will continue to experience poor health. If you don't feel loved, you will continue to experience not feeling loved. However, all of that stuff feels like crap. So if you feel like crap, you feel bad, it is negative on the emotional scale, this is your indicator. Oh, I feel like crap because it's not true. Make that association. If your negative feelings are telling you it is not true. So the only thing you have to do is go to the true. What would make you feel happy? A large sum of money? Great. So imagine, oh my gosh, I just received a large sum of money. You have nothing to lose by doing that, let me tell you. And that is how you start to change it. Don't push away your emotions. Your emotions are your guidance system. It is telling you if you are what you're believing is true or not. It's that simple. And we overcomplicate it, because if I could say to you, well, that's not true, what reasons would you tell me it was true? Those are the reasons you're fighting for. That is the story you are fighting for. Whatever you can fill in as the why, whatever you can say, because I'm so broke because X, Y, Z. X, Y, and Z is the story you are fighting for. So get rid of that shit and go back to saying, I am wealthy. And then watch what shows up to give you X, Y, Z. You will be able to say, I am wealthy because I have money in my savings. I am wealthy because there is food on the table and the refrigerator is stocked. I am wealthy because all of my bills are paid in full. And when you can start to look at things like that, and trust me, the outside will support you in whatever it is that you are saying, you are going to feel so good. Why? Because you'll be in truth with who you are. You'll be in alignment with who you are. And the only person who can decide that that's not true is you. So decide today. Know that you woke up a different person today. And please be gentle with yourself. This takes practice. Becoming aware is something that I think can actually happen overnight. But for my journey, it took practice for me to become aware of all the stories I was telling about myself, about the people in my life, about my life. And I've never regretted 1 second changing my stories. I've only continued to be supported in the new wonderfulness of the stories I choose to tell. And this has always been the way that it is. So think the best of yourself. Think the best about the people around you. Think the best about every single place that you are. Because when you feel good, that is the truth. When you feel bad, that is the lie. And if you can start to understand that, you are going to realize how freaking powerful you are. Even saying that, I am powerful. Doesn't that feel good? Because it's the truth. So be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment. I love your feedback. You know you can work with me, and I've got my ebook available. So feel free to get a copy if you want. Otherwise, I know you're having a great day. Keep shining your light because the world needs it. Take care.